Peace everyone, Unmask here and welcome to day 22 of Inktober. We are just getting through this month so quickly, I can hardly believe that it's already day 22. It doesn't even register. I don't even understand how it's possible. Um, anyways, today's official prompt is Ghost. Yesterday's was Treasure, so let me start off by sharing all the lovely work you guys submitted for yesterday's prompt. And also, don't forget to share what you draw for today's prompt in the Unmask Family Facebook group. Hey there, Kiko, Spins Game, Amanda, Cece, Gihan, Noelani. Good to see all of you here. I am super excited. I have some really good news to share. I'll wait a little bit for other people to trickle in because I was just too excited. I couldn't wait around to start the live stream anymore. So I just had to start it. I couldn't take it anymore, and so that's why I started it early. But once the artwork finishes cycling through, okay, it looks like it's done. So today I am drawing Ash, or Ashley. I think she goes by Ash, so I'm going to call her Ash. And this is actually Marcy's daughter. So we've got mother and daughter in the family portrait. Well, almost. She'll be in here eventually. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be working on today. And I hope everyone is having a fantastic week so far. Started a new project over on Patreon. Finally got to the pastel portrait, and what I plan on doing is the tutorial will always remain on Patreon, but what I think I'm going to do with the recorded footage of the process of going through that is I think I'm going to turn it into a little bit of a course that I'll put on my website. So people that just want that specific tutorial can just purchase it off my website, whereas otherwise you can just sign up for Patreon and watch it for as many times as you want over there. Anyways, I'm gonna get into the sketch. Hello Andrea, Mindy, Gabriella, good to see all of you here. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate you. And I'm gonna wait a few minutes before I share the good news, but I'm super excited. I've been sitting here waiting for time to count down for the stream to start, and that's why I started early, because I couldn't handle it anymore, and I just needed to get on and start streaming. Today is Taco Tuesday, so I made tacos for dinner. My wife, she's not home yet, but she'll be home in about an hour or so. So yeah, my Tuesday is going very well. I've been exceptionally productive today, which, when you have those days where you're just productive, like as productive as you could possibly be, you just feel so much better. I wish I could be more productive more often. I tend to feel like I procrastinate just a little bit too much, but today was not that kind of day. Today was very productive, and yeah, it feels good. It feels very good. I feel like it's been a really long time. I honestly can't even think of the last time I felt this productive, and it just feels great. With the pastel portrait, what level of skill do you need? You're going to need a pretty decent amount of skill to follow. I'm only going to be using pastel pencils, so it's not going to be too difficult. It won't be that much different than portrait with colored pencils. A little bit easier, actually, to be honest with you. I find it to be quite a bit easier than colored pencils. But my instruction is I don't hold anything back And so I don't make you, you know, guess as to how to do it or what to do or what color I'm using or anything like that. So all of that will still be normal, and so paying very close attention to my instruction throughout the portrait process, you know, anybody should be able to follow. Um, so yeah, I mean, intermediate level, you're probably going to need some previous artistic background to follow along coherently, but actually I can grab it really quick. I was going to share a picture of it on Instagram and stuff, but I still can't get Instagram to work. So as of now, I still can't post on Instagram. But here's what it looks like so far. We just did the eyes today, so that's, she's wearing glasses, obviously. Um, so that's the pastel portrait project that doing over on Patreon. Oh, hey there, Wendy, Danny, Mindy. Did I miss anyone? Oh, Lily. What other things do I offer on my website? And will I be developing it a little bit more over the next year or so? So that's a good question. I appreciate you asking, Cece. So right now I offer 2 colored pencil courses. I offer an introduction and a portrait course on colored pencils. Both utilize Prismacolor. And then I offer 3 pastel courses. Is it 3? I think it's 3. Maybe it's 2. I should know this. I feel like there's a third one that I can't think of. Well, anyway, there's an introduction to pastels, and then there's also a course on animal portraits, on a baby raccoon specifically for pastels. And then I have a master color chart for colored pencils, so Polychromos, Luminance, and Prismacolor. But those are the current courses and things that I offer on my website, and after I finish the pastel portrait, that will most likely go up on my website as well as an individual course that I'll re-edit the course and basically use the footage and then re-narrate it. Oh, hey there, Gina and Sneaks, Tina, Martha. Oh, hey, Martha. Mindy, did I say hello? I think I said hello to Mindy. Sometimes I lose track of all the people I say hello to. Anyways, I think, yeah, it's been a few minutes, so most of the people that are going to come are in the chat now, and so I'm going to share the good news that I got today. So if you guys remember, the past couple days, I was filling you in on my future idea of the pastel course. Well, not really pastel course, but the pastel series that I wanted to create. And I told you that the title that I was going to give it yesterday, which is Peaceful Pastels, hosted by me, Unmask Art. And I wanted to kind of recreate my idea is basically just steal what's already been created, in the sense the way Bob Ross has presented his oil painting projects. That's kind of the framework that I'm going to use for the pastel course. And I want to do a series of videos, like a season. I want to create like a regular season with like 30-minute episodes where I do a project exactly like what Bob Ross does with his oil, what Bob Ross did with his oil painting. And I mentioned that I was, I contacted Jackson's Art Supply to see if they wanted to sponsor the series, and kind of put together a little starter pack, pastel starter pack that people could, they could get and then follow along with the series, because that's exactly what I will be using in the series. And today, they got back to me. Actually, we had a couple corresponding emails today together with the marketing manager, and I am happy to announce that they have decided to sponsor the first episode so far. They kind of want to do a little bit of a trial run. They want to see the first episode, which, I understand. But I think if I was in their position, I would probably want to see the first episode also. But what they what they'll do is they are going to give me. I'm going to create a pack of colors. They sell their handmade Jackson brand of soft pastels, and you have an option to buy 14 of any colors that you wish. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put together the 14 colors that I will be using in season 1 of Peaceful Pastels, and they're going to put together 2 sets of those pastels along with the pan pastel sponge brush that I use all the time. You can see how messy it is from all the pastel. So the starter pack will be that set of 14 pastels plus the sponge brush, or the sponge knife, I guess it's called. And so they'll give me 2 of those starter packs. One will be for me to use in the series, and then the other I get to give away. So I'm really, really excited about that, because the whole plan is to get a starter pack for each episode and give a starter pack away for each episode. So I don't know if that will be the case, but hopefully they'll continue to sponsor me throughout the series and then eventually into the following seasons. So that is going to be what happens. So I'm gonna immediately start kind of working on the presentation, and I really if you guys have any ideas on what I could just any creative ideas for the Peaceful Pastel series to just make it more fun for you guys, or to make it more engaging, any ideas, I'm super interested in entertaining, because I want to make it the best that I possibly can, for obvious reasons. I want Jackson's to be the sponsor beyond just the first episode, and so I'm really excited about that. Thank you guys so much for the congratulations. Yeah, I ever since I got the email, I was just really, really excited and just smiling, and I was super excited to tell all of you guys, because I wouldn't even be in this position if it weren't for all of you. Honestly, it wouldn't happen. They probably wouldn't entertain the idea if it weren't for just all of you lovely people. And I look forward to being able to give away some art supplies as well. Also, I want to mention that they hooked me up with their affiliate program. So essentially, I'll use the affiliate link also in my series so that I can, get some commission. If you're in the market for some art supplies, I have my Jackson's affiliate link in the description of this live stream. So if you click on that affiliate link, it's going to take you to their soft pastel thing that I was explaining just a minute ago. But whatever you purchase through that affiliate link will help support my channel and my Peaceful Pastel series. So if you don't normally shop at Jackson's, I highly recommend it, because that's where I get all my art supplies, because they are so great. They have great selection, and they have really awesome customer service also, because I've lost a couple things in the mail, and I just email them and say, hey, package never came, and then they just send me another one. So they're really great with customer service. And so just save my affiliate link if you plan on buying some art supplies. If you purchase it through that link, it doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just like the Amazon affiliate link, but it just helps support my channel a little bit. So I would greatly appreciate that. And then I'll also have, once I get some of the details kind of hammered out with the course or the series, I will know exactly which colors will be going in the set. And I'm hoping that I can set up a link directly to the starter pack. And I'm hoping that I can get the Unmask art pastel starter pack or something along those lines up on the Jackson's website, so that I have a link directly to that, and so it has my name and stuff like that. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping I can kind of get them to maybe do that, and then you'll have the exact colors that I'm using. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan, and I'm super excited. And in the midst of that excitement, I finished my little sketch here, so I'm going to actually, I want to fix the back of the head a little bit. So I'm going to transfer this line art here in a second. There we go. That looks better. Oh no, I'm definitely not going to be growing out my afro. If I let my hair grow, it definitely turns into an afro. Not the permed. Bob Ross's afro was permed. That's why his afro was so symmetrical. My afro gets big like his, but not with those really tight perm curls. But no, I'm not growing out my afro. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yeah, I might do another one of those Bob Ross, one of those Bob Ross collaborative pastel videos that I did a few months ago. Alrighty, let's just slide this. I gotta slide my camera back. I don't have enough room for this giant paper I'm using. Alright, so ash is going to go right here. There's some pictures. I have some old pictures of me with my afro. I don't think I have any on Facebook. but my sisters might. I know my sister Lisa. She has all the old photos of us growing up and stuff, and I know she's got. There was this one year. Oh goodness, there was this one year. I don't even know how old I was. I maybe 14 or 15 or something, and it was when I had my biggest afro ever, and it was bigger than Bob Ross's. Like it was pretty big. When I was in high school, I had shorter hair, and I also straightened my hair when I was in high school because there was just a certain point. There's a certain period in my life where I really really wished that I had straight hair so I could do that emo swoopy thing, because that was me. I was the metal kid in high school, and I always hated that I had curly hair because it's so hard to look metal with an afro, you know. So straightened my hair for quite a bit when I was in high school, and I still had like shoulder length long hair. Those were interesting days. Interesting days indeed. Ash is the first family member that has a face piercing. She has her bottom lip pierced, and I was excited to add a family member with a face piercing. I always liked lip piercings. I always thought they looked really nice. Same thing with nose rings. I like nose rings too. What about you guys? Do you guys like any piercings? Any facial piercings? Eyebrows. Eyebrows were like cool in the 90s and maybe like the early 2000s, but every time I see somebody with their eyebrow pierced now, I think, how old are you? Because it's always someone like, outside their teenage years. I never see teenagers with their eyebrow pierced anymore. I had my eyebrow pierced when I was in the 6th grade. I was 12 years old when I had my eyebrow pierced. My dad did not like that. My sisters are the ones that pierced it too. I didn't get it professionally done. I just had my sisters and one of those big needles that you use to hold turkey legs together when you put stuffing in them. So, yeah, that's how I got my eyebrow pierced. Tina, you have a nose piercing? Never used pastels, but I'd buy it to say I have it. Well, I would appreciate that, Amanda. If you wanna pick up some art supplies for my Jackson's affiliate link, I'd be very grateful. Always wanted your nose pierced, but hated needles. Yeah. I kind of wanted my wife to get her belly button pierced, Jules. But this might sound weird, but my wife has the perfect belly button. It is the perfect belly button. It just looks like what a belly button should look like, and I'm not willing to risk it if she gets her belly button pierced. I think it'd look really, really good, but I don't want to mess with her belly button because it's so perfect. I know that probably sounds weird, but I don't care because that's the truth. Sometimes the truth is weird. I drew my wife's belly button. I liked it so much. It was like the first one of the first times I drew her was her belly button. Oh, speaking of my wife's belly button, here it comes through the front door. Hey, wifey.
Nie zobaczysz. To znaczy, że do mnie można już przyjść. O, w ten sposób. Albo ci nie piszę. Także to też właśnie tak będzie prościej, bo do nich nie zobaczysz, to może być inne. To spokojnie. To się złoży ten sposób. No, to trzeba się zrobić. No. Jest bardziej.
Hey, if anybody uses my affiliate link while I'm live streaming, let me know in the chat. Let me know if you buy some pastels or something. Maybe you could just buy some pastel paper, some pastel mat. Almost done here. Gosh, I still can't believe it's day 22 of Inktober. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I just realized that I haven't been paying attention to whether or not I've been drawing in the camera or not. Hopefully I haven't been drawing outside the camera too much. it's hard to tell sometimes. Hard to keep track of that. Alrighty, baseline inking is complete. So I'll just give it a minute to dry. And then I'll erase the graphite and use that one to add some extra weight to the line, and then I'll be done. In the meantime, tell me who this is. Let's play some Guess Who. Who is this right here? I'll give you a hint. I said her name at the beginning of the live stream because today we are drawing her daughter. After I finish putting in the outline here, I will name everyone off. I think last time I counted, I think there was 36. I think 36. I can't believe how many there are. What ink pens am I using? Well, I actually have a link to the pens I'm using in the description, but they are Staedtler pigment liners. I used to use the Micron, the Sakura Micron pens, but I always found that I would, my hand would like touch the ink and it would smear, or when I would use markers with the ink, it would smear. And with the Staedtler ones, I just found that they worked better. They just didn't smear as much. Yes, indeed, Tina, this is Brenda. Oh, yeah, this is Brenda. I was thinking Marcy. We're drawing Marcy's daughter. Wow, I mixed that up. You guys are good with the names. I haven't stumped you guys yet. All right, everyone, down to the wire here. So I am going to finish this up. I will name everyone off, and then that will be it for today. So if you have any final questions, ask really, really quickly, and I'll do my best to answer them before I go. But again, I just want to thank everyone for the support. I'm really, really excited to have this opportunity with Jackson's, and I'm really hoping to make the Peaceful Pastel series a lot of fun for those that, even if you don't use pastels, I'm just hoping that I can, make the videos entertaining enough and peaceful enough to enjoy for everyone. So I really intend to do my best with it, and I hope that comes through when I release episode 1. And because of the time frame of all of this, I'm going to try my best to have episode 1 done before the end of the year. That way I have that initial thing to show them to show Jackson's so they can see the video and maybe hop on board for the whole first season, and then hopefully the second season, and on and on and on and on. But yeah, that finishes up Ash, and here's the whole family portrait. I know that I know all these names, and I can't even believe it because there's so many faces staring back at me. Anyways, I'm going to start over here with Lindy, which I drew yesterday, I think. I think I drew Lindy yesterday, or maybe it was Mac. I lose track of this stuff way too easy. Anyways, so Lindy, Lily, Anna, Janice, Wendy, Chrissy, me, Nugget, Noodle, Grandpa Steve, Sergio, Desert Prince, Precious, Mayong, Jennifer, Matthew, Kev, Linda, Donna, Sandri, Stefania, Marcy, Brenda, Joy, Kenny, Barbara, Paulo, Ash, Jessica, Priya, Clover, Shiny, Gabor, Myra, Oksana, Mache, Shell, and Mac. That's everybody's name, and I still can't even believe that I knew it all. So many names, and I still have like 8 more days to add people, because the final day I'm going to do a banner down at the bottom that says Unmask Family, and then that's going to be it. Like, Inktober is going to be over. Inktober 2019 is going to be over. I just can't even believe it. It already came so fast, and it's like already done. Will I draw my wife? Probably not. I'm trying to add people that I've never drawn before. Maybe if I would have added her, it would have been beside me. So probably not. What does the pastel paper work with? How does the pastel paper work with, say, colored pencils? The pastel mat works really well and quite interesting with colored pencils. I'm doing a project right now, a landscape on pastel mat with polychromos colored pencils, and it is a new experience, but it was very, very fun. It's quite similar to sandpaper actually, but just a little bit different. But anyways, that is going to be it for today. I want to thank you guys again for coming by and hanging out. Don't forget to give the live stream a thumbs up for me before you go. And also, don't forget to share your Inktober pieces in the Unmasked Family Facebook page. If you're not a member, I have a link for that in the description. And then also, I'll see you tomorrow. But yeah, have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday, and take care. Peace.